Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks for clicking on 5 News Web News. It is Thursday, April 18th. I'm Brittany Hoke.
And I'm Matt Heckel, and here are some of the top stories we've been following today here on 5 News. Fire crews have confirmed to us that Total Dental on Johnson Avenue in Bridgeport is a total loss after a fire broke out there last night.
That's right. Now, all the other businesses in that shopping center will also be shut down, at least temporarily. That fire started at around 7 o'clock last night and caused both Johnson Avenue and Lodgeville Road to be closed for hours. We're told the businesses on the south end of the Johnson Avenue Plaza mainly just received smoke damage, but all of the businesses were affected. Bridgeport Fire Chief Chuck Feathers told us that the firefighters had to work very carefully after the roof of the Total Dental caved in. The fire then spread to the other businesses in the area. Now, men and women who were in nearby stores were all evacuated by police immediately when the fire was first noticed.
I was inside working, and a guy from across the street actually walked over and told me he should probably call 911. It looks like the store's on fire. So I walked out with my phone, and there was a little flame under the sign. It looked like that's what started it, the sign.
And no word yet on an official cause of the blaze. Luckily, though, nobody was hurt. Now, in an email to customers, the owner of Vina Uvita Wine Shop says that they received massive smoke and water damage and will make a decision on whether they'll be able to reopen in the near future.
Well, an explosion at a Central Texas fertilizer plant has killed as many as 15 people and injured more than 160. Erica Ferrari has been following the story and has more details.
A massive explosion at a fertilizer plant rocked the town of West Texas.
The shock wave was just unbelievable and it threw me down.
Officials say the town looks like a war zone with homes and businesses leveled.
Approximately 50 to 60 houses in a 5-block area radius were damaged, heavily damaged.
Several firefighters and a police officer are feared dead.
The mayor has been here earlier tonight. He is also a firefighter for this city. It has taken a toll on him because he knows that potentially he has lost some firefighters.
As many as 200 people could be injured, and rescue workers are still pulling people out of the rubble. Ambulances and helicopters from around the region responded to help with evacuations. Eugene Horak and his wife had the roof of their house collapse on them.
He somehow managed to pull the ceiling off of me, and I crawled out.
Thank God that we're alive.
At a nearby nursing home, the ceiling caved in, trapping residents. People in the area rushed in to rescue the elderly victims.
When we would go into each room, there was sheetrock on top of the patients. I pulled out 16 people out of there.
Half the town was evacuated because of concerns of another explosion at the plant.
Guys, y'all need to get out of here. Okay. That second tank's about to go. Get out of here.
The Red Cross is working to find shelter for those forced out of their homes. Erica Ferrari for CBS News.
And the FBI is working to match an identity to the photos of a man they saw dropping a bag at the scene of the bombing at the Boston Marathon on Monday. The images were captured on surveillance camera video from the Lord & Taylor department store near the scene of the second explosion, rather. The video reportedly shows the man talking on a cell phone, putting the backpack on the ground, and then running away when the first bomb exploded. Sources tell CBS News authorities are trying to use facial recognition software to identify the man.
But the FBI has arrested a man they say sent letters to President Obama and Mississippi Senator Roger Wicker that tested positive for the poison ricin. 45-year-old Paul Kevin Curtis was arrested at his home in Corinth, Tennessee, about 100 miles east of Memphis. In both letters, Curtis allegedly said, quote, "To see a wrong and not expose it is to become a silent partner to its continuance."
And more details are coming to light about a fire in a Fairmont that left a man stranded on his roof. This happened at around 8:45 on the 100 block of Fairmont Avenue. Luckily, firefighters were able to save the man who was stuck on top of that roof complex. 3 firefighters suffered some minor injuries. There's no word on how that started, but officials do not think that it was suspicious.
And let's take a quick look at what our newsroom's working on for tonight for First at 5 and 5 News at 6. First up, we're going to have more on that fire that destroyed a local dentist's office and get reaction from business owners next door who don't know if and when they'll reopen.
And a devastating explosion at a plant in Texas yesterday leaves about a dozen people dead. Tonight we find out what exactly goes through a dispatcher's mind when those first calls come in. And A gorgeous summer-like day out today, but that's all about to change. We're going to take a look at your first alert forecast tonight on First at 5 and 5 News at 6.
And that's going to do it for us. Be sure to tune in tonight for First at 5 and 5 News at 6. Until then,
have a great day, everybody.